Hello friends, I'm McKay and I'm back with a banger. Today we're going to be looking at some crazy sound design tools. Before I talk your ear off, let's listen to something. Does that give you enough of a reason to stick around? Come on, let me show you something. So, these are some new sound design tools. The pack of plugins you can see here. Uh, it's called Color Transfer. All three of these together, the bundle, I suppose. They were created by this producer Alexander Panos. Panos. What's Panos? Incredible producer, very talented. He had an album that came out I think last year that is just unreal. Was it 2 years? No, I think that was last year. Nascent. You need to check him out if you haven't already. But today we're talking about his plugins, Color Transfer. So let's take a look at a classic vocoder example. This is the vocoder example everyone loves. If you're not familiar, Creeks by Bon Iver.
Down along the creek, I remember something. Heard the highway when first preached the last Sunday.
I don't have the MIDI exactly right. I just kind of threw it together for this video. I'm close enough. I don't care. You get the idea. The vocoder part of this, I just have my vocal here. Can you hear that? Oh, here.
Down along the creek.
Awful vocal that I just sang real quick, pitching it with Waves tune. And then I'm running that into this timbre resynth. It's on an Omnisphere saw chord patch. Let me play that. Again, terrible. We're using shitty sources here. Can I say shitty? I'm good, right? Yeah, shitty. We're using shitty sources here.
Down along the creek.
The outcome's powerful, and that's because of timbre right here. So, basically, it's taking the mono signal of my voice and kind of morphing the saw chords to it or with it, basically. I automated some parameters here so you can kind of hear some of these different things move around, like the timbre knob here. And then the glide and some other stuff is coming in here. Let me just delete our automation here so I can moving the foreman around.
I remember something.
The transpose. There are so many different tones you can dial in with these tools, which I just needed to make a video on it. It can take such a wide range of inputs, make such a wide range of outputs, and you have like so much control over the sound. Reinforce here, that's mixing, you can see it has a little description. It's mixing a sub oscillator to reinforce the resynthesis going on. So
I remember something.
just giving it a little bit more weight, presence in the mix. We have width. There's this polytuner, which will lock everything to a scale. It's recommended to use a monophonic input here, so that's why, just vocal. You can't hear it again.
I remember something.
Just a vocal coming in, mono signal, and then
Down along.
it's revoicing it in a polyphonic capacity. So that's like the go-to example with the vocoder is Creeks by Bon Iver. Lovely song, amazing song. But that's like the starting place of what's fun here. But we can then introduce another tool called Morph, and we can take that vocoded signal that we had, and we can, let's see here, we can mix something else in there. So the last video I put out was on Paul Stretch, some ambient resampling. This is an output from there. I hope it's loud enough for you. So just, an ambient kind of pad drone signal. That's the input for this morph plugin, and this morph plugin is on the group with the vocoder. So it's kind of blending the two signals together. You can kind of hear my voice in there. And there's some different like phase options there. The FFT size, that's controlling the number of bands, I believe, for like this spectral resynthesis. So more bands, like the more precise it can be. Less bands, the less precise each like frequency range will be when it comes to like morphing between both the different like signals here. This is the other tool there, the other primary tool. There's morph. There's timbre, which we just looked at. Where'd that go? Here we go. And there's also a formant shifter. I haven't played around with this enough yet, but it's a polyphonic formant shifter, from what I understand. So it works a little bit better than like your little altar boy, for example, which is like a monophonic formant shifter. Let me play through this example in full here. I guess you heard most of that. So basically, sorry if you just heard my phone go off. I don't even know where I put it. Right here. Let me mute that. I'm just a little demonstration of how I might chop something up like that. Yeah, I bounced that out to audio, which we have here, and then I just threw a bass line under it. It's not a fully fledged track. It's not a finished idea, but it's an example of how you can take something very experimental and intriguing and kind of start to like piece it together. So I'm not doing anything profound here, but this is already such a great starting place for a song. And I had, lyrics and melody and chords from someone else, Bon Iver, and I morphed that. Granted, I sang it, but that original piece there is from Bon Iver, and then I morphed that with ambient drone pads of mine. And, I put my own bass line under it, just an Omnisphere pad as well. And we already have such a great starting place to go off of. I didn't want to build out like a full beat here because it's not really the purpose of this video. I just kind of want to introduce people to how powerful these tools are. And I don't know if I said this already. Like, I'm not sponsored. I gain nothing off of introducing you to these tools. This isn't a sponsored video, but they're just so sick, and I feel like this should be shared with people. And I wanted to put out, a video showing how I'm starting to use these tools, even though they haven't even been out for a full week yet. But perhaps something like this, I would start building drums on and kind of like mapping out some sort of a track here. It's just a great starting place. Like, it doesn't take a lot, and I have something to go off of for a track, and it's so nice to have such intriguing tools for sound design, so that you can have an idea and just kind of start messing with it and seeing what comes from it. Another example here, I have some like oohs and ahs that I've sang before. Just some monophonic shit. So I can use this timbre resynth again. so sick. There's so much to go off of here. And then, you know, doing the same thing that we did before, let's take these oohs and ahs that, you know, are vocoded and morph them with something else. I have this 303 plug here. That's probably so loud. I'm so sorry. I have some other chords and stuff that come in too. Loud, sorry. Okay, let's hear it in context with Morph. So you can hear how it's quite literally morphing between the vocoder and this acid pluck and you know all the different variations and nuances that come out of that. So cool. So many ideas off of a chord progression, some old vocals that I sang and just auto-tuned the hell out of, and some plucks I didn't end up using for a song. These tools are so powerful for idea generation, inspiration. You can just see how many like totally different and sort of like limitless really possibilities are coming out of this. And you know, I could just be recording all of these little demos and things and resample them later and steal bits from them. You know, maybe I would bounce out what I just did there and put it in a sampler or slice it up, put it in a granulator, and then go about constructing a beat with it. But we're coming up with really good sound design, and it's so nice to have tools that really help with your sound design and everything. One more example here. I have some guitar that I played. Let me try to avoid breaking your eardrums. Okay. All right, we're pitching that down 2 semitones. Just so that it's in key with some of these other like melodic stems I have. And I'm going to get to this tambourine synth later, but first we're going to look at morph here. So let's morph between the guitar and some melodic stems that I have. Let's sit there for a second. This is really cool. This is a pad from my mini log. I'll let you hear it dry first. Yeah. Okay. Just a pad, and then we're morphing it with the guitar. Come on. Do you know what other plugins are you going to use to get these sounds? Let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know. So sick. So cool. Let's take a look at the rest of what we have here. You definitely find the little ranges and like sweet spots that you like with like between two different signals, but it's different for each of for every different combination of signals you have coming in here. I think that's why it's so nice that there's such a wide range of movement here and different like phase options and different mix amounts and whatnot. This intensity knob, because you can find different sweet spots that you like that catch your ear, and it's not the same exact like copy and paste preset between every single signal you're gonna run into it. Um, let's take one last look at something here. This is just more melody and guitar combo. And to drive it all home, let's bring the guitar back in by resynthesizing it with, by using this timbre resynth and the ooze. Let it fade out there. I wasn't sure if there'd be anything else, but you get lost in it. You just get swept up in it. Like, it's so cool. It's so inspiring. I don't have like other tools that are like this. That's why, once I started using it and getting comfortable with everything here, I was like, I need to make a video on it. I just want to put it out there, how I'm using these tools, expose other people to them. I think they're a big game changer for sound design, for music production, for just having unique sounds in general. And whether it's something like textural and atmospheric you're going to put in the background, or something you're going to like distort and chop up and have in the foreground, you get a lot of flexibility out of these outcomes. I could have recorded all of the tweaking I did there and chopped it up for like all of the moving everything around like you saw me do, and chopped it up for any song that I'm working on, and I would find a way to integrate it. It's just, there's so many possibilities. And I'll put a link in the description, of course. I don't know if I said that already, but I'll put a link in the description to where you can get these tools. Keep in mind, this is not a sponsorship. I don't make any money. I think they're sick, and I really believe in the artist that made them. I believe in his music too. I believe in these tools. I wanted to make a video about it. Sue me. All right, that's it. That's the video. That's the wrap. That's a wrap. That's the wrap. That's a wrap. I hope you give these these plugins, these Max for Live devices, these tools a chance. You check them out. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, seeing me experiment with them, and that maybe it got some gears turning for your own sound design and music production. I think they're a game changer. Yeah, they're a game changer. That's the right way to phrase that. Thanks for watching the video. I'm trying to put out a lot more content on here, so if you haven't seen some of my other videos, please give them a chance. And if you're here again, it's good to see you again. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. And yeah, that'll do it for me. So take care, and thanks for watching. See ya.